have a lot of blessings, a lot of things to look forward to. Hello, Cancer, and welcome to my channel, Ragean's Intuitive Tarot. Anything you need to know about my channel is listed in the description box below. You can go ahead and check it out. And Cancer, please remember the energy is fluent and timeless. So when you find yourself here, that's when this message is meant for you. As well as these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Do not try to make it fit if it doesn't fit for you. We are starting off with the Shaman Oracle deck, and the energy at the bottom of the deck for you, Cancer, is the Arrow, card number 3. And receiving this card is it's a symbol to remind you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and you will be hitting your mark. It's asking you to be true to your calling, to release any attachments, and to free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. The arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. When the arrow zings through the air, it's inviting you to pay attention and signifying that you're about to make your mark in some aspect of your life. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know that your desires and intentions have traveled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. Trust that your job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize, yet releasing your intention with full expectation that it will land as it's supposed to. Don't worry about the how or the exact form. This is not a time to interfere with the manner in which the arrow flies. It will make its mark and you will have cause to celebrate. This is a time to admit that by continuing on the path you are on, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. Could it be that you've become so attached to winning this game that you've missed the true mark? What if your arrow was never meant to land where you wanted it to? Now is the time to regroup and ask yourself if what you desire is really worth your energy. This is a sign that something better is waiting. Consider the wisdom is not getting what you want. Suffering in this case is a path to heal the parts of you that feel unworthy, the parts that worry there isn't enough, and make peace with those voices. What is truly yours will be waiting for you. And the ancient ones, they lived on the earth once before. They had flesh and bone, and now they reside in infinity and can counsel us after we say yes to our calling. They are available to help us attain our full realization. The ancient ones are inviting you to reach to the future to help birth a new destiny for the earth. Go ahead, find out who you are becoming 10,000 years from now. If you accept the invitation, great power and blessings will come your way and allow you to craft a new destiny for yourself. Do not hesitate to bite off more than you can chew because you have unlimited spiritual resources available to you right now. The ancient ones beseech you to examine your attitudes and actions and be sure that they are of the highest integrity. Not forgiving an ancestor or yourself is keeping you from the freedom you seek. Remember, this is no longer your karma. You can break the chains that once bound you to the family drama and be free of your generational curses. Forgive the ones you need to release. Honor your biological ancestors by lighting a candle to them tonight. And we have here the Sun, which is the best card in the deck. And the Sun is acknowledged by many cultures as the foremost masculine force in the universe. In other traditions, it is seen as the feminine in her full power. Either way, it is the most brilliant light for all beings and allows life to sprout from the dark, feminine earth. It can be gentle and warming, close to sunrise or sunset, fall or winter, or it can be destructive, as in its zenith during a scorching summer. Have you been hibernating? Have you been introspective? It's time to come out of your cave and savor the life-giving light of our star. The sun rekindles your passion and your creative energy. Life is calling you to shine your light and to add your lightness and humor to the seriousness around you. Get out and play. Have you been shining your light for too long? Remember that daylight is only one half of the day. The night must have her equal time, and she offers us her gifts as well. Be careful not to be blinded by your light or the light of others. Do not become enamored with yourself or worship others. Beware of your shadow. Revel in your midday glory, but do not be afraid of the waning of the light at dusk. So again, we need to shine our light, but there's always balance. And, the first thing, I'm a licensed hairdresser as well, and the first thing they told us in hairdressing school is, if you think you know everything about hairdressing, you shouldn't be a hairdresser. There's always room for improvement. There's always new techniques, new tools, new styles, new products. There's always things to learn. So don't, check your ego, Cancer. Don't think that you are above anybody or that you know it all. There's always room to learn and be willing to learn. That's what we are here for. And then we have card number 9, which is about completion. All things have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and this is the nature of life. The seed, the flower, the fruit, and all of human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of the movement and the need to transform an old form into a new one. You have finished a cycle and there is no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regard to relationships, it is time to honor what has been and find a new form for the future. In your ventures, it's time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It is the end of summer when the fruit is ripe. Clinging to the old form will bring only decay. When fruit is left too long on the vine, it rots. You know that it's time to move on, yet are reluctant. Do not be afraid of hurting anyone's feelings. Remember that you are responsible for your actions, not the actions of others. Mourn what is lost so you can move on. Do not be sad. Be like the sun at midday who shines brightly, neither longing for sunrise nor dreading the dark. Very deep message there for you, Cancer, and we are going to see what else Spirit has. So definitely you're being called in some way. You're being called to step into the flow of life, to stop resisting the changes that are coming your way. You're being called to let go of things, the old ways, the old patterns. You're being called to break generational cycles and curses. You're being called to quit being so serious, Cancer, and to let yourself have some fun. Allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to be. 8 of Materials and the 6 of Voices. So definitely the 8 of Materials is talking about working on something. And the Six of Voices is the Six of Swords. So it's talking about moving away from drama and chaos. And in this, the swords are often talking about our thoughts, our perceptions, how we see things. So again, there's a need here, Cancer, to look at things a little clearer, to do the shadow work, to, reclaim the lost pieces of yourself. When we experience trauma and drama and a lot of times our energy gets stuck. Things get blocked. We get trapped in those trauma bonds. We get trapped in old wounds. We get down on ourselves, start calling ourselves a failure, I'm really feeling this for you, Cancer, that there's an element here that you need to let go of a lot of negative feelings, a lot of black and white thinking. The Fool, having faith that, Cancer, you might be somebody who's always trying to control people or control situations or control the direction that things are going or control who's talking to who about what, or, and I feel there's an element here of needing to let go of trying to control everything. There's a element here of, the World and the Hanged Man. The World is talking about a cycle ending, but it can also be talking about the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. So there's a need to just stop and go within and take a look at your belief systems. Take a look at the things that you're thinking that to be true and asking yourself, is that really true? Is that really in alignment with how I feel? There's a need to be honest with yourself about something here, Cancer. There's something that you need to bring to an end, or there's something that you need to work on, and I feel like it's something inside of you. It's a belief system. It's a, it's a confidence thing. It's something of that nature. Feeling you're not good enough, you're not worthy, feeling... again, it's general, so there could be a ton of emotions. We have the Nine of Materials here, which is the Nine of Pentacles. And I love this card because it looks like she's sitting in the middle of a colander. Okay, and all of her blessings are pouring down on top of her, and she's open to receive, and all of the holes are making it so that all of the drama, all of the garbage, when you wash your fruit in a colander, you're washing it to get all the bugs and the garbage and anything out of it. So this is what I'm feeling like here, Cancer, is that you need to filter out all of the garbage and only focus on the blessings, focus on the positive. I feel like there's, I wouldn't be surprised if the Seven of Swords, I feel this element of stinking thinking, Cancer, that creates a lot of, blockages for you. Queen of Emotions. Definitely using your intuition, tapping in, tuning in, turning on, going with the flow. Letting go of resistance. There's a level of acceptance, a level of having faith, some tolerance. bottom of the deck is your energy here, Cancer, the Chariot. Again, letting go of the reins, letting go of control, stepping into flow, allowing the universe to guide you, following that following your inspiration. I'm saying following your inspiration, but at the same time, I'm getting this element of, your head and your heart lie to you. So you need to follow your gut. We have the Knight of Materials, the Seven of Materials, the Strength, the Three of Inspiration, and the Devil. So this to me is definitely saying that you could be reevaluating the seeds that you've planted, or you really could be taking some time to do that shadow work, to go within and see, what seeds have I planted? How have I contributed to what is happening? Where did I neglect to water or weed certain areas of my life? Where can I step into my power? Where do I need to step up, in order to move forward? There's some sort of action that you need to have the courage to take. And then it's just like, let the chips fall where they may, in a sense. Because right now with the Devil, I feel, Cancer, you're spinning in a circle, you're repeating patterns, you've got yourself all locked up, and I feel like it has a lot to do with what's going on in your head. I really think you need to take a step back and look at, where are you trying to control things? Again, where have you been hiding in a cave? What addictions do you have that you need to maybe overcome? I feel there's just a lot of inner work to do here, Cancer. And it's, I'm also getting like creating drama, because you're always focusing on, it's almost like, are you looking for problems or looking for things to go wrong? I'm just starting to learn about the human design, but some of the human design elements are, people thrive in chaos and tension. So are you one of those people, Cancer, who thrive in chaos and tension? Do you create drama because that's how you get reactions out of people? That makes you feel good, makes you have a sense of purpose? I'm not sure here, but we have the Queen of Materials, the Knight of Voices, and the Page of Emotions. So the Queen of Materials is usually talking about something that didn't work out, but you're nurturing yourself through it. It's about self-love. Again, nurturing yourself. And the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Voices can talk about, it's talking about moving forward, moving towards something. It can also talk about running away from something. So, are you running away from something? Are you trying to run away from responsibilities? Are you trying to run away from your emotions? Because we have the Page of Cups here. I just feel like there's this unwillingness to do some sort of shadow work, unwillingness to look at something within yourself, to look at your patterning, to look at your thoughts. I really feel like there's some sort of cognitive dissonance. I'm seeing like there's been hurt and pain in the past. So you could also be projecting, you know, this particular eight of inspiration reminds me of projecting and resisting. So that's something to look at there, Cancer. But I know there is something that you're wishing for, and I do feel like Spirit is trying to give you the answer. But again, you know, recovery, the first step to recovery is awareness. And if you're not willing to do the shadow work, if you're not willing to look at your belief systems, if you're not willing to look at your patterning, then you have no power to change anything. And I just, again, my father-in-law used to always say, wish in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up faster. So again, there, you know, you can wish, Cancer, but you have to put in some work too. There's some element of something you're not willing to look at, you're not willing to acknowledge, you're not willing to face. And I feel like it's until you're willing to do, you know, I've said it a million times, where we're going, we can't take this baggage with us. We have, because there's so many blessings and so many good things coming ahead, but we will sabotage it. We will screw it all up if we don't take care of this crap first. So Cancer, you know, what is it that you're filtering out that you really need to look at? And if you would just stop and look at it and acknowledge it and become aware of it, it would give you the power to change it. Very deep message, Cancer. I hope that helps you on your journey. If that resonates with you, I would love it if you would hit that like and subscribe. If not, go check out some of your other signs. And of course, if you would like a body balance session, the great thing about body balance sessions is you don't have to be in the same room. We can do it over you know, Messenger, over Zoom, over Skype. I can do it and just send you a report. That is the greatest thing that came out of COVID, was this big boost to distant healing. So Cancer, again, I wish you all of the very best, and until then, I will catch you next time.